Hey, good evening. I am Zoey. Um, I've already recorded 2 videos, but Gaya said it wasn't good enough. The filming was too dark and could hardly see me. So, make it another one. I'm a Zoe. I'm a teacher for self-awareness. I teach workshops of self-awareness. And every now and then, when the students are asking me, I teach channeling too. I am a channeler, but it's not what I do. I prefer working with all kinds of people, not necessarily spiritualist or self-awareness is something that fits everyone in every stage in life eventually. So the workshops involves some, you can call it alternative psychology, and a lot of dancing. So this is what I do. I've heard about Gaya's channelers panel, that she wanted channelers that have been inside of Paradise, or as the Buddhists call it, had the Satori, awakeness, enlightenment, whatever. And I did. I was there. I've experienced things. I've experienced big ones, okay? There are all kinds of experiences. I've been there for a long time and seen a lot. I truly understand that people have absolutely no idea what it means, and there is no absolute way to tell them. Whatever you do, sorry, you'll always be a storyteller. It will never be the truth, because the truth cannot be told in words, just like that. And you might find yourself eventually speechless. This is why I don't teach awakeness or existential philosophy. I teach self-awareness, because self-awareness is something that is much easier to teach. So I know teachers for the awakeness of the consciousness. Many times I feel sorry for them. I don't know who it was. I think Deborah it was that said that they are the installators. Yeah, that is more or less. I don't think that anyone is qualified to be the teacher to the awakeness of the consciousness. I think it creates more damage than does any good. If someone wants to help people wake up, let's say that there is a way, I don't think there is, but let's say, it should be a group of people and not a single guru that will have too much opportunities and space to use his power and not for the good. I know that there are many channelers here that already discussed. Gaya called me here because there are some issues between Maria and Devora, and it seems like the channelers cannot get along with each other. I don't see any problem. It's just different opinions and different philosophies. It's stories anyway to begin with, and I don't find it too important. This is why I do what I do. Eventually, this existential philosophy, don't find it too important. Well, so I also came here to watch the videos that already been done and help Gaya select, because there are many. And I will just dedicate this video to the Jewish people, and the idea of the Jewish people being the chosen ones, the chosen people. So I would like to speak about that. For thousands of years, the Hebrews, now they are the Jews, but Jews are only one tribe. The Jews are Judea. It's one of the 12 tribes. It's not Israel. It's just one of the 12 tribes. So it wasn't the Jews before, it was the Hebrews. And today the Hebrews includes most of the Christians. The ancient legacy, it's a spiritual legacy, it stays in the DNA, it's quite similar. The more modern one, there'll be differences between the Jews and the Christians, but generally speaking, it's the same spiritual legacy. So you can say that if the Hebrews are the chosen ones, because there were no Jews back then, just Israel. So it includes more, I think, half of the world population. No, maybe less. It's the Christians too. What does it mean, the chosen ones? The story tells that Hashem, the Creator itself, the One itself, spoke to the people of Israel back then in history and demanded them to follow His path and do the commands and the mitzvahs and what He wanted them, unless they'll be severely punished. So this is the story that the Creator had chose them. However, I do not accept this explanation. The Creator created the whole universe and way beyond what you ever will be able to imagine. This is an intelligentsia that is way beyond your perception. So, to think that in this little tiny planet there are creatures calling themselves humans, and they think the Creator, a certain group out of them is selected and chosen by the Creator itself, it doesn't sound so reliable. However, most likely they were not chosen. However, they chose the Creator. The Creator is an infinite entity. No, because it is everything and it is the collective and way beyond what you can imagine. It doesn't prefer one group over the other. It doesn't prefer one person over the other or even one animal over the other. It's all equal. It's not just a cliche that we are all equal in the eyes of the Creator. It's the truth. It is the truth. So to decide that this group, is so special and I will love them more, that never happened. Never happened. Not if it's the glamour itself, the light itself. It cannot happen. However, the Hebrews chose the Creator. The Creator sent shlichim, messengers, okay? What are the messengers? The messengers are the awakened people of the ancient times. Awakened like a Buddha. Shifted. They went inside a Padesh. They went through the Enlightenment and then they became like... it's beyond a chanla. It's like the entity is speaking through you. It's beyond a chanla. You go beyond channeling. It is merging with Makava and speaks through it. Those are the biblical prophets. It spoke through them. Sometimes it was angels, sometimes it was the Creator itself. Okay? And they, the prophets, the messengers, started telling stories. Some of the stories were scary. If you will not do that and that, the Creator will punish you, whatever. It's not important what story they told. People followed. So it's not that the Creator decided, okay, this group is my favorite and they're going to follow. No. The Creator sent messengers to all kinds of groups everywhere. And the Creator, what is the Creator eventually demanding? What is the whole Torah? What is the whole Torah in one sentence? The whole Torah in one sentence is, you should love your friend like you love yourself. That's it. If you are capable of doing that, you are in a very high spiritual level already. And most people are incapable, not even close. So it's a huge demand, and those mitzvahs that they have to do, and many demands, they chose to follow. Many other groups were around. They didn't choose to follow. They didn't believe this God. God doesn't have a shape. They needed sculptures. They needed, They didn't trust this God. So only a small group followed this God, so-called. The prophets, eventually, they believed the prophets, the channelers, the messengers. All right? So the Hebrews chose the one creator, not the other way around. The creator created this matrix with sort of a free choice. It's not individual free choice, it's beyond, but let's say the only times, occasions that the creator itself will take someone's free will or the option for free will, that the creator itself will, control someone, manipulate someone. The creator needs a very good reason for that. Sometimes the creator chooses people. Yes, it is happening. Every now and then, the creator itself is choosing people. Why? Not because he loves them or she loves them, or not because they are saints, or nothing like that. Because they are capable of holding the frequency and translating the data. They are good transformators of frequencies to information. Because they can do the job. And many times it's like a taxi station, who's available. And whoever is available will have to do it, at least for a period of time, until there'll be another tube that can hold the frequency and translate the knowledge. So it's not like a saint or anything, it's just someone that has the ability to do that. So those are the only times when people are chosen by the creator. And many times it's against their will. And if they're not going to deliver the messages, like they're going to be miserable, and they are channeling online with the creator, and it's not telling them, hey, I'm going to punish you if you're not going to do that. But if you refuse, you're just going to have every possible bad luck will happen to you. You refuse doing something that the creator told you to do, just bad stuff will happen to you on a daily basis, like out of nowhere. Until you start doing what you were told. Once you start doing the bad luck stops. So, yeah. So the Jews and the Hebrews, are the Israelis, all of them, including the Christians all over the world, are the chosen ones. They chose to follow the Creator, and they chose a certain path. It gave them a certain frequency. It gave them intelligence. The one is intelligentsia. If you are working with it, you become more and more intelligent. And if you look at the Hebrews, Jews and Christians, they are the most intelligent people, and the countries that are either Jewish or Christian, most of the time, they have the best conditions for the citizens. So I'll end this video because Gaya said it shouldn't be too long. I'll create another one. It was Zoey. It was great to meet you. Goodbye.